Maiden Voyage is a dynamic combination in the metamorphosis slow vocabulary. This movement is really interesting because it features both a standard and a reversed version, so you can pass like ships in the night. Your standard version is going to start by going toward stage right, and your reversed version is going to start by going toward stage left. Therefore, you create a really unique opportunity for your performances. Depending on how your formations look while you're on stage, you can kind of decide before you get on stage who will do which version of the combination. You can do a lot of really funky things depending on how you let your creativity go with this. So anyway, I hope you have a lot of fun. Be patient with yourself because aside from having to learn 2 versions of this combination, it's also kind of a lengthy combo. So be nice to yourself, have fun, and I can't wait to see what you do with Maiden Voyage. Let's dance. All right, let's begin by learning the cue. The cue comes out of the low arm silk Maya and happens on 5, 6, 7, 8. And Tausa and I will demonstrate what that looks like for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. So the cue is a combination of our silk Maya continuing, but we also do this little swimmy hand. So we're going to pick up the left hand and we're going to bring it in front of the left shoulder-ish area. And then we're going to swim it down at a diagonal, coming down toward our hip. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8. This hand, you're going to take your thumb butt and you're going to place it on your upper leg. So this will start as soon as you start the cue. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we turn around during this part. So we just keep this here while we continue the Maya. So on the 7, 8, we're going to pivot on our feet. I'm going to pivot on the ball of the right foot and the heel of the left, and it looks like this. So that way, when I'm facing the back, I am ready to step with the right foot because I'm on the ball of it. More of my weight is on the left side. So let's put that all together. Starting out of the silk Maya, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's do it again. Starting in silk Maya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And that's the cue. So for this first 8 count, we are going to use this to get ourselves into our ships. We have the right foot free to step, so let's show you what this looks like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So Tausa and I are using this to condense ourselves so that we're prepared for the next bit. We're just doing a silk Maya with our low arms to get here. You get 2 steps to get into where you need to go. You can slide your foot in if you need to. From here, I'm going to step out with a big stiletto, pretty big step out to my right diagonal, and then I'm going to bend my knee. One thing that I see a lot of times is dancers hinging at the hips, but try not to. Stay upright and use this part to bend into the knee to bring yourself this direction. So with this, we are going to use the arm and come out. And notice that I am going from my elbow to my wrist to my fingers. And I have the whole 5, 6, 7. Try and take up that entire time with this movement. So let's show you what that looks like. So starting from, we just turned around for the cue, 5, 6, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on 8, we have a very drastic movement. I'm gonna step and bring my right foot into stiletto, and I'm gonna put my right hand on my dance partner's shoulder. My dance partner just pretends there is an imaginary dancer right there. So let's show you what that looks like again. And as you're doing this, you do your silk Maya back. Once you reach out with your right, you can again just do resting low arm, thumb butts, go on the upper leg. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, reach, 6, 7, 8. So Everything happens on 8 when we switch over there. So it's gonna be pretty quick, but you need to keep that tension and drama. So really reaching out here and looking out in this direction, and then boom. And as I do that, so I'm reaching out, I'm going to swim my hand in like so. And you might need to sneak up a little bit if you didn't get close enough to your dance partner in those first 4 counts. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's try it with the cue from facing the front. So into our low arm silk Maya. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our cue. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach. 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's go ahead and try that again. Here we are, low arm silk Maya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is our first 8 count. So let's learn some fun footwork. We're gonna start on the ball of the right foot, and we'll show you what it looks like here. In 5, 6, here we go. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left, right. So those first 3 steps, very simple. You're stepping right, left, right. You have 2 counts each. Then when we have our 7, we're gonna step out with our left foot and bend into our knees. And then on 8, you're stepping into your stiletto on the right, now facing stage left. So let's try that together. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So make sure when you step out for that left, you're gonna step and bend your knees at the same time, and then you'll come into this position on the 8. Let's try that together. Here we go, and right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bend, stiletto. Good. Okay, let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, for this next bit, we're gonna try doing some undulations down. So we're gonna roll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step, step. So let's try that. Here we go. 5, 6, right foot starts. Roll down, roll down, roll down, step, step. Okay, good. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So let's go ahead and talk about our arms in this 8 count. So if you remember, we had this reaching part and then we swam our hand in. So we have our right hand out here. The left hand was still resting on the upper leg. So what this will look like is we're going to do a wrist circle for the first 6 counts. But also, we're going to do a wrist circle over here. This one will be top of the shoulder, top of the head, and then basically body wave arm. So if we do them together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to come together fingertips. Elbows make a straight line from elbow to elbow, so make sure they are at the same height as the shoulders. And then we're going to go into the opposite body wave arm. So let's try that again. So we're in this position. We're starting with wrist circles with both. 5, 6, here we go. Top of the shoulder, top of the head, body wave arm, center, switch. Good. So let's try that again. In our position, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So let me show you what that looks like layered on everything else. So because my hand is on top of Tausa's shoulder, I don't have to do the wrist circle on my right hand. I'm just going to do the left hand. And you'll see in the mirror here that I'm trying to keep this in line with the side of my body as much as I can without going forward. So I'm going to try and do it here, 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 like so. Tausa is going to continue doing the wrist circle with her right wrist. So let's try it together. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, and top of the shoulder, top of the head, body wave, arms together, body wave. So remember, armpits always to the audience. That'll help you remember which to show. Welcome to the third 8 count. We're starting with footwork on the right, very similar to the last 8 count. Let me show you what it looks like right here. 5, 6, 7. On the right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's almost the same thing that we were doing when we went that way. The only thing that changes is after we do the stepping with the left foot open is we're going to do a 180 so that we can face the front. But we're still ending with a stiletto on the right. So let's do that together. 5, 6, starting with the right. We have right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, left, right. So still, we have this, and we're stepping out with the left. The only thing that makes this a little tricky for the brain is now we're facing a different direction than we were before. And then I step with my right and end with the stiletto so that I can step with my right foot for the next section. Okay, so what goes on top of that? Instead of rolling down like we did in the first part, this time we're gonna circle right, front, left, center, right, front, left, center. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have our step open to the front. The other part that happens is we're going to look to our right on the 1. So Tausa and I will show you what that looks like. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So let's try that together. 5, 6, 7, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. The other part of this is, of course, the arms. So for this one, we ended in this position, if you can remember. For this, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this time, you don't have to work your arm up like we did before. We're already going to be here. So we'll just do wrist circles in both of the wrists. And then for the 7, 8, we're here. We'll come here on 7. We're going to stay here on 8 so that we're in position. Let me show you what all of this looks like together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, let's try it together. 6, 7, 8. Look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That last turn to the front is a little tricky, but be patient with yourself and you will get it. Let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's our third 8 count. For the final section, we are going to work on the upper body first. We have this fun side-to-side motion that's happening with the head and the rib cage. If we slow it down, it looks more like this. We'll put our hands in the resting position. Here we go. We start left, and right. So I'm tilting my head to the left and then following through. If you think about your ear kind of touching a wall, it's going to start with the top of the ear and go down to the bottom. I'm going to let my rib cage follow that movement right after my ear does the same thing. So the counts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The hands are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for this, I'm keeping the fingertips together. I'm going to dive down and then come out and then dive in again and come out. So I'm really trying to press through my hand. So see how I get this nice curve going in my hand? I'm going to use that to add some more intention to the hands. So the right arm is closer to the mirror and the left arm is closer to my body. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pressing into the palms. 7, 8. With the upper body, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to layer this with a fun foot pattern. So we're going to step back a little ways because we're going to take quite a few steps forward. And so I'm going to step with my right first. I'm going to go to the left with my upper body. So we kind of get this nice shape going on with the body. One of the biggest mistakes I see in this part is people tend to hinge forward in the body. So try and keep your body upright this way and think more about the lateral bending that's happening here. So we're going to step with the right foot as we lean to the left, and then we're going to step with the left foot as we go to the right. So we have this kind of opposite, bit of a diagonal or a bit of an S shape happening. So if you want to just watch the feet, you can, but we're going to layer everything on together. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm turning my foot out, both of my feet out, and we're going to do this for 12 counts moving forward, or maybe moving in place, because this is the part where you're going to move back to where you started when you were just getting into the maiden voyage. So the feet turn out a bit, and I'm going to stay in a pretty narrow walkway as I do this. So let's try that together. We're going to do the feet for 12 counts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 12. So you have a full 8 count and then another 4. So if you are ready, you can go ahead and try adding the upper body layers, but get the feet down and then we'll try them together. 5, 6. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for this final bit, I'm going to drag my right foot over, kind of drawing like a half circle in front of my left foot. I'm going to wave out both of my arms right at shoulder height. Make sure you're going through every part, so elbows, wrists, fingers, but I'm going to keep my shoulders square to the front as I do this. And then I'm going to cross over, turn, and those elbows are going to fall into my body, and then my wrists will fall into my body. So we just finished our 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, 6, and then 7, 8 for the turn. And as always, if you want to do just a tiny look over the shoulder as we're doing that turn, you can. It's cute. You don't have to. It's just a fun variation. So once again, that looks like this. So notice I'm waving through the elbows, through the wrists, through the fingertips, and I'm crossing this foot over my left. My right toe kind of draws a little rainbow shape, and then I'm ready to do a crossover turn on the floor. So let's try that together. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to go back to feet to the beginning of this whole 16 count. So starting with the right foot, head to the left, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn around. And then you can go back into your low arm silk Maya or any stall movement that you like. And that is the end of the Maiden Voyage. So let's try that again. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and drill this. You can feel free to slow down the video if you need to, but we'll put it all together now. Welcome to the Maiden Voyage reversed. This one is way easier to learn if you already have a good grasp on the standard version, so I suggest getting really familiar with that one first. So if we go into the first 8 count of the combination, the cue is exactly the same. We've turned around, we're ready to step with the right foot. We're going to use the first 4 counts to get into line just like we did before. But this time, I'm going to make sure the weight is not on my left side so that my left leg is free. It looks like this. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now my left leg is free for 5, 6, 7, 8. So everything about that is pretty much the same. It's just reversed and done on the left this time. So let's go ahead and try that together. 6, 7, 8. Step right. Step left, leave it free. 5, 6, 7, 8. So just like before, I have my back foot on my stiletto. I've got my hand out at shoulder height, and I'm ready for the next 8 count. For our next 8 count, you'll notice a lot of similarities. The footwork And the isolations are essentially the same. We're just switching and doing it on the other side of the body. We are still going to step with the back foot first. So we go back, front, back, and then we open to the front and then step over here. So same as it was before, we're just doing it with a different foot this time. So let's try that again. So we're on the stiletto of the left, 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, front stiletto. Good. Now the isolations in the arms are also similar. So we still have our rolling down with those first steps, those first 3. And then we also have the arm working up the body. So we have top of the shoulder, top of the head, body wave position. This arm is either on the shoulder of the person in front of you or also doing a wrist circle out in front of you. So it looks like this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, center, boom. So again, we end just like we did with the other one, armpits ahoy, and other hands back here. When we open up to the front, again, same position as we had before. Let's do that together one more time. Remember, we're on the left stiletto, and here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. So for the third 8 count here, everything is pretty much exactly reversed except for the last step. Let me show you what that looks like. In 5, 6, here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the only change is pretty minor, but you're gonna bring the heel up on the right foot, right on the 8, so that you're ready to step on the 1 with the right foot, because the very last section is identical to what it is during the standard version of the Maiden Voyage. So let's try that again. 6, 7, left foot steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pop the right heel. Good. Okay, we also have our upper body and our arms. So this time we're gonna circle left, front, right, center. We have 2 counts per circle. So this is the same, only reversed. And then we have here, and we're gonna stay here for 7, 8. Also, we have our arms. We're gonna be showing our armpit to the audience. Again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The final piece is we are also gonna look on the 1 at the audience because it's sassy and cute, and who doesn't like that? Okay, let's put it all together. 6, 7, 8, look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pop the right heel. All right, let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. So that's all for the breakdown of the reversed Maiden Voyage, because the last section is exactly like the standard. So let's put it all together and dance. today. Oh my god. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. We did it. Yay! Yay!